So today's Tuesday. I have Sunday. And this is his, second or, let's see, Sunday, Monday, third day of training. And it's really wet and cold out here today, and we have not walked our mile yet. I wanted to bring him out really fresh. What I've been doing is walking the mile and then training. So today I just brought him straight out. So I just want to see if he's going to have a little bit better, he already does, a little bit better impulse control. When he would first come out, he was shot out of a cannon, so I'd have to walk him a good mile before I could get his brain. But you see, look at what he's doing. He's just standing here with me, even though he's fresh as a flower. What I'm going to do today, I'm not going to talk to you a whole lot. I'm just going to, just go ahead and train on him as if there was no camera, and I probably won't talk to you much, if at all, so you can see what I actually do without all the commentary. And I'm going to sort of review the come and the heel that we started. Now look, I only have him for a week, so he's not going to learn all this stuff in a week. I'm just giving him the concept, and I'm making these videos for his owners and for anybody who might be interested in this, but this way they can see what I've been doing with him, and hopefully they'll continue to do it at home. But you notice already, I just brought him out. He just got out of his kennel. It's early in the morning. It's cold. He wants to run. But see where he's at? He's already learning to be with me. So I'm going to get to training, and I'm not going to be talking to you unless I feel like I need to, just so you can see what I do. He has to go to the bathroom. You have to notice these signs in your dog. He's walking slowly and sniffing the ground. I'm not going to jerk on him and tell him to come when he's getting ready to pee, which he did. So I'm just letting him burn off some of that steam. And making sure he doesn't have to go to the bathroom some more, because he just came out of his kennel. And by kennel, I don't mean a crate. Okay, now he's noticing Matt. So, Sunday, come. Come here. Hey, see all this? This is all created by the handling he had before. When you put your hands on him, he goes stupid. So I'm just waiting for him to calm down. There. And what I did, I just kept correcting. Up, up, popping up, popping up, popping up. He's got to understand that when I put my hands on him, he doesn't go stupid. He gets real snaky. Sunday, come. There, that's so much better. Now, you know, a lot of people say, oh, you need to separate the Sunday, come. Well, I'm not, because if I say Sunday and he starts coming to me, he's going to think I'm calling him with his name. So I'll separate the Sunday and the come later. And I could just say come, but then he'd think come is his name. So, you know, it gets a little confusing. But see, I'm giving him a lot of line because he's a puppy. And he just came out first time in the morning, and he needs to be able to run around. But then he also needs to come to me when I call him away from the distraction. Sunday, come. There it is. Very good. Guess I am going to talk to the camera a little bit, just help people understand what I'm doing. There, now see how connected he was to me right there? Look at that, okay? Have him heal a little bit. No food, just love. No food. In this video, I'm going to put yesterday the Eskimos were, I don't know, maybe an eighth of a mile away from me, and I called them and they came across this pasture. And I'll put this in here just to show you that this actually does work. Keeping him on the lawn, the owner of him actually made a comment on the video saying, and I thought this was significant, he said, I think he sees me more as a friend than a leader. And I thought that was pretty powerful and significant, because so many people have a misconception of what their relationship should be with their dog. And yes, leadership comes first. You're still a friend. You can still be a friend. You can still play. You can still throw the ball. But you are the leader, but you are also your dog's friend. So I have lots of distractions out here, obviously. Sunday, come. There it is. Very good. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Ooh. Let go of him. No food. Keep the food out of it. You know, problem with treat training is if you train them with treats, they expect a treat all the time, and then you have to go through life with treats. And, you know, if your dog runs out the door, I actually saw a trainer say, you know, if your dog runs out the door, go get your treat bag and put it on, because the treat bag will signal to the dog that it's time to work. Well, by then the dog's been run over by a truck. It's always time for my dogs to work. When I tell them to do something, they do it. I don't have to strap anything on, okay? No strap-ons here. He's really got something to sniff over there. Sunday, come. All right, very good. So see, I waited for him to get good and distracted and had him come. And it's going to take hundreds of repetitions of this in a variety of locations. Like I'm doing it out here. Hey, Barkley, leave it. I'm doing this in a variety of locations. I mean, I'm not. I'm doing it here in my pasture because it's easier to do for the camera, but I'm going to take him down to the chickens and do it. I'm going to take him to the woods and do it. I might even introduce him to some ducks, see if he wants to do some herding. We'll see how much time I have this week. I only have him for a week. And this to me is the most important, is getting him to get leash broke. Now, see, I'm doing just a little bit of healing because he's still very fresh. He's right out of the gate. He wants to go play. So just do a little of that. Just doing a little bit of walk when I walk. So see, he's scanning, but he's not barking. This dog was really a barker. There we go. I gave him 2 leash correction pops. Guess I am going to talk to the camera. I need you to understand what I'm doing. I'm going to go silent for a little while. You notice as soon as he started looking up at me like, huh? Then I'm going to stop and reward him. Stop and just rub him a little bit. Get off of him. So I changed my direction a lot. Left, going into the dog. Right, going away from the dog. And then he finally looked up and he looked up at me like, what are we doing? And that's when I stopped and praised him. There. See, I want him to notice me. I know there's a lot going on here. And I train in distractions. I don't, I'm experienced enough to where I will train in distractions. I think everybody should start without all these distractions. But first of all, I only have a week. Second of all, they learn real quick with me right off the bat is I don't care what's going on. You're going to listen to me. No buts about it. I'm just going to stand here and see what he chooses to do. I'm just going to stand here, see what he chooses to do. Because I'm dealing with a puppy, I can't be drilling this puppy all the time. And now he's on his own time, but I want to see what he does. I don't know if you can see him, he's looking at Matt. Matt and him get along really good. Matt's his uncle. But see, he's not really noticing me, he's not paying any attention to me. Right now, I'm just a tree that he's tied to. He's wanting to go be with the other dogs, and I'm just a tree to be tied to. So this is still telling me a lot that the human in the scenario is not really that significant or interesting to him. And I'm not going to make myself significant or interesting with food. I'm going to make it with work. Sunday, come. There we go. That time I gave him a second to decide to do it, which he didn't. So I gave him a pop. Okay, I'll let him go. So that, because I've popped him now for a couple of days, I called him and I waited a second and I got nothing. So then I gave him the pop. And what he's going to learn is if he will react and start towards me before the pop, then he doesn't get the pop. My dogs are bummed out. They're ready for their walk. It's cold and wet out here. Sunday, come. Good. But we got to follow all the way through, meaning he has to let me touch him all over. And he can't go snaky. But you can see he's still highly distracted. This is going to take weeks and months to get him to not be that way. And part of it's just his age. He's just 10 months old. And he's so stimulated because he doesn't have a bunch of dogs to play with at home. He doesn't have a farm. He's excited. He's at camp. So on that note, I'm going to just go ahead and take him for his walk. But you can see where we're at. Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to bring him all the way to me to show him what I want. Yeah. I'm going to kind of have him look. I'm making him look up at me while I rub his ears. Yes. Okay, so no treats required. Thanks for watching.